Hello everyone. So if you haven't heard, the Mortal Kombat 11 trailer just released yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out before you watch this because I'm going to be talking about the trailer. I might post a link or something. I'm not sure what I'll do. But onto the trailer. It was your typical Mortal Kombat teaser trailer where Scorpion fights somebody. In this case, it wasn't Sub-Zero, but it was rather Corrupt Raiden. They were at I don't know, the Mortal Kombat 1 stage or whatever, and they were just beating the crap out of each other, and it was pretty intense stuff, but you'll see that if you watch the trailer. I'm not going to sit here and make an audio version of the trailer, but one of the things that I thought was interesting, well, there's several things, but first thing was I didn't see any x-rays, but what I did see is whenever they did hit each other in a way that you thought was going to be an x-ray, instead of being an x-ray, it just showed gushes of blood coming out of wherever they hit him. So if Scorpion kicked Raiden in the head and you thought it was about to be an x-ray, instead he would have like a ton of blood come out of the back of his head. And I think Raiden like kicks Scorpion in the chest or something and a bunch of blood comes out. So I'm wondering if maybe that is going to replace x-rays, where it's like this really gory combo kick or something, or attack. If that is the case, that'd be kind of interesting since we've already seen X-rays in the last two games. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing that or seeing X-rays again, but maybe have it where it's like each character has like two or three different X-rays instead of just that one. That way, it's like if they bring back the variations, have it where each variation has its own X-ray or something. I don't know. Another thing that happened in the trailer that caught my eye was the possibility, and it's still a slim possibility, but the possibility that there's 3D arenas in the game. And the only reason I'm even thinking this is a possibility is that in the trailer, it looks like Raiden, at one point, he moves to the left and he moves to the right to dodge an attack. And you can't do that in 2D gameplay. In 2D gameplay, you can only go back and forth. There's no moving to the left and moving to the right. That's not a thing. It's just back and forth. So unless that's just for the little trailer that we saw, and nothing else, is just to show off the fight, it looks like maybe there's some 3D arenas in the game, possibly. Not to mention that Scorpion or Raiden kicks Scorpion across the arena, so that makes it also look kind of like it might be a 3D type of game like in the old days. And based off of the timeline of which this is supposed to be, this would be, according to like the original timeline, this would match Deadly Alliance, which opened the 3D era. So it's a possibility that maybe, just maybe, we see the 3D era of Mortal Kombat come back, which I know a lot of people didn't like. I personally did like it. It was awesome to me, just because I like the ability to move around and do that type of stuff instead of just going back and forth. I wouldn't mind having a mix of stages, 2D and 3D perhaps, and maybe also have chest combat come back just for the heck of it, as a nostalgia for a 3D era. And if 3D combat is coming back, I'm curious to see what the conquest mode could be like. Cause could we actually see a conquest mode return instead of the movie clip version that we have now, which I love, but I would love to have the movie clips that we have right now on top of conquest mode. So you would have the cool little clips, little cutscenes and all that, but you would have like an open world you'd have like an open world arena that you could go through, like in Deception. So you could explore this whole world, and it would have more replay value, and not just the cutscenes, but the actual world would be something that you could explore. So I'm hoping that's what it is, because if so, that's going to be amazing. But if not, I'm all for the cutscenes again too. I love those cutscenes because I mean, it's like a MK movie every single time you get the game. So I love that either way. Um, Another thing that caught my eye in the trailer was at the very end of the trailer. Well, not the very, very end. There's something else there that we'll talk about, but near the end of the trailer, there's this giant hourglass, or at least what it looks to be an hourglass, and this mysterious woman that I've never seen before or don't recognize. At first, I thought it was Devora, but after looking at her some more, it's not. It's somebody else. And I'm actually kind of curious if this could possibly be the mystery woman from Jade's ending in MK9, because that is a possibility, because she wanted to originally change back what Raiden altered in MKX or MK9, what he altered. And so I think it might be interesting. Maybe this hourglass is like a time traveling mechanism, and she's utilizing that to try and fix what Raiden altered. And maybe that's why the MK4 Scorpion shows up out of nowhere in the trailer and kills Raiden. That's one thing I got thinking about. Another thing I thought is maybe Scorpion's the Elder God champion again, and he's like immortal completely to the point where he just comes back instantly, like quickly. And so as soon as he got killed by Raiden, he's back. So those are two possibilities, but I'm thinking it might be the Mystery Woman. And it would be interesting if she's actually opening with that giant if she's opening like a portal with that giant hourglass to the original timeline. And so we're going to have like the original timeline go up against the current timeline. And I know you could say that everyone died in that timeline, but it's Mortal Kombat. So even if everybody did die in the original timeline, they could be brought back because it's Mortal Kombat. Nobody's really dead. And that would be interesting to see classic timeline, the original timeline, go up against this current timeline. That would be kind of cool. But that's all just a theory. We don't know anything. This was just like a 3-minute trailer between Scorpion and Raiden, so we don't know a lot. Now, weapons seem to be a thing once again. Raiden has like this spear thing that he stabs Scorpion with a couple times in the chest, and then he drops it. So I think there's staged weapons, but I think there might be personal weapons, but not like Deception or Armageddon where you could pull it out and hold it. I don't think it would be to that extent. I think it's going to be like MKX where they have weapons for combos, because Scorpion pulls out like a katana or something and he cuts off Raiden's head. And it's pretty cool stuff that goes on in the trailer. What else was there that I thought was interesting? At the very end of the trailer, we see that Shao Kahn is going to be DLC. That is pretty interesting. Now, I hate that he's going to be DLC because, honestly, I hated when they did it with Goro. I hated that they made Goro DLC for $5 or whatever it was when he's already in the game. Like, just give it to us. Why do we have to pre-order it? Because that's what he is again. He's another pre-order bonus thing. I wish he was just in the game, but oh well, what are you going to do? But Shao Kahn is in the game, and if they keep the character interactions, which I would assume they would, why would you take that out? That's one of the coolest things MKX brought, was the character interactions. I really want to see what those character interactions will be with Shao Kahn, just because it'd be kind of fun, especially with Kotal Kahn. That's really what I want to see, is the interactions that Kotal Kahn and Shao Kahn would have, and even Shao Kahn and Raiden. See what that's like. And now I'm also kind of curious of who the main villain is going to be in this game, because in the trailer, and I know it's just a trailer, you can't really go off of much because Scorpion's died in several, or Sub-Zero has died in several of these trailers, but he's perfectly fine in the story mode. But seeing this mysterious woman, I just wonder, will she be the main villain, or will Raiden be the main villain? Or could perhaps a Deadly Alliance show up? Or could, I don't know, Onaga? I mean, there's just so many possibilities. We don't know. But there's a lot of questions still to be answered. But at the end of the day, it's just nice to see that we got a teaser trailer. The game's going to come out April 23rd, 2019. So like 4 months from now, it's going to be coming out. So that's awesome. Let me see. Is there anything else about the trailer that caught my eye? Now I do like that Raiden in the trailer has like red lightning now. It's no longer blue. It's completely red and vicious. Like he's very powerful looking, and it's kind of like a dark side look to him from Injustice 2, with that death beam power he had. So Raiden's looking pretty awesome. Scorpion looked good. I'm very confused as to how there were 2 Scorpions. Can't wait to get the answer to that. Maybe come January, I think they said January 17th in the trailer, there's going to be like a press conference or something. So maybe we'll get some answers about that. And I'm really, really hoping that Noob Saibot is in this game. Fingers crossed, because man, Scorpion's my number 1, but Noob Saibot is right there at number 2. So I'm really hoping he comes back in this game and plays a key element to the story. That's something I really hope we see. But other than that, the trailer, it was great. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else that the trailer showed that I could talk about. But I can't really think of anything because I already went over pretty much everything with the whole possibility that maybe 3D arenas are going to come, even though that's still a slim possibility. And that weapons, they're going to be in it again. Not sure about X-rays, but there is this gory hit type thing going on. There's the Mystery Woman, Shao Kahn DLC, possible time travel maybe, or something of that nature, because there's a giant hourglass at the end of the trailer. So lots to look forward to, and I can't wait for some Mortal Kombat 11. I've been waiting ever since I beat the last game, and I'm really looking forward to this one. And it's kind of nice to talk about Mortal Kombat again, since this is kind of where I started the channel with the whole MKX main boss theories. Now I'm talking about the trailer for MK11. So I think that's pretty much all I have now. So I will see you all for the next video. Probably going to be another Resident Evil Let's Play, part whatever I'm on. I don't even know right now. So I will see you all in the next video. See you then.